Okay. And we are live. Just going to take a second. Going to add our image today. Hey. All right. Close that. Oh, I need my tool. Okay. Okay. We'll just give everyone some time to come on in. What morally justifies you not being vegan? Living vegan is the only way to respect animals. Do you think we should respect animals? I am not religious. Yeah. I don't need religion for my morality. I know that I personally do not want my autonomy violated. I want my consent and my consent considered. I want to be considered morally because I am an individual having my own subjective experience. And if I want that respected in me, I should reflect that to all beings that have a similar experience. Or excuse me, capacity, not experience. The capacity to have their own unique experience. Yeah, no, I'm not religious. You do have to be over 18. I don't want to talk to children. If you are, I will just boot you. Hey, are you over 18, Jacko?
Yes.
Okay. What morally justifies you not being vegan?
Taste.
Just taste pleasure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do
I
you
mean,
agree?
it's proven. Sorry, go on.
Well, I was just going to say, do you agree, though, that taste pleasure doesn't justify using someone without their consent?
No, because animals aren't able to or not to give consent, if that makes sense.
No, I
Like
agree.
they can't like
They can't
consent
reliably consent.
or object.
Well, they can tell us when they like and dislike something, but I do agree we can't get
They
reliable
can't,
consent from them.
but they also can't object properly for us to understand that because they're
Okay,
already dead.
so we're just repeating ourselves. No, they're not already unalived.
No, I mean, okay.
So let's back it up
Yeah.
first. I'm talking about before they're unalived. What justifies using them? And you're saying again what?
Taste.
Okay, so but taste pleasure does not justify using someone without their consent, right?
No, I think it does. When it's an animal, yeah, they're below
So,
us.
okay, so specifically when it's an animal.
Yeah,
All right,
animals that are
so
not human.
I get enjoyment, I get pleasure when I kick dogs, and it gives me exercise. So I not only get enjoyment, but I do get benefits from it. Does that make it moral for me to kick dogs?
No, because we've made a special relationship with dogs over hundreds of thousands of years.
So
Meanwhile, we haven't.
do you think the cultures that are consuming dogs are immoral?
Not necessarily,
Oh, okay. So it's not about then that we've had dogs for
because
thousands of years as companions.
they're being killed.
So I
They're
want
not
you to think
being.
about your answers.
Yeah.
You're really jumping quickly to respond. I want you to really actually think about what we're talking about. You agree that dogs
Realistically,
do dogs feel pain? Do you think that dogs feel pain?
yeah,
Okay. Do dogs look forward to things like going for walks, seeing you when
yeah,
you come
probably,
home?
yeah,
Okay. Do you think that they enjoy things and make preferences? Like they like toys, like this toy more than that toy?
yeah, but only in a very primitive way.
Would you say that no two dogs are the same?
I say that depends on a multitude of factors.
Would you say that there are two dogs that are that they're exactly the same? There's no difference between them?
Well, I think you almost said that yourself. Cloning can exist.
Right, but even a clone dog, would they be exactly the same, respond the same?
They'd be like 99.9% the same, yeah.
No.
So not 100%, but
Okay,
they'd still be.
Jacko, I want you to come back down to reality with me, okay? Animals suffer, they look forward to things, and they make preferences. It's part of being sentient and conscious. Animals are conscious, just like the dog. They have an interest in continuing to live, and just like you, they care what happens to them. And it's okay if you don't believe this. It's been already deemed by science that animals are sentient, that they can suffer, and that they do want to continue living and avoid harm, just like we do. So with that in mind, what justifies using an animal when they don't want to be used?
Why should I care what the animal thinks if it's going to be my food?
Why should I care? Okay, do you agree that an adult should not exploit a child?
Well, what I said is I care about humans, not non-humans.
So what is the moral difference between a child and an animal? What morally makes it, what morally justifies the difference in treatment as far as using one without their consent for your benefit?
One is one of our own species, the other is not.
Okay, so what is species?
A species is where an animal.
So I'm going to save you the time. It's just about categorizing us based on some traits and who we can mate with. So basically it just comes down to who you can mate with. So do you make sure you can mate with someone before you respect them?
That's not entirely true either. It's not based on not just based on mating. It's also based on, as you said, traits.
What traits are they? Go ahead and describe to me what the species human is.
Okay, well, let's say humans have abnormal intelligence for animals. We are clever. We have the ability to make languages, cultures, civilization. We're able to make tools. Advanced tools.
There are lots of humans that can't do that, though, and we still respect them.
There are also humans that can't feel pain. Should we eat them?
No.
Right.
It's not about pain, Jacko. It's about sentience. Sentience. Say it with me.
Okay. Would you say someone in a coma is sentient?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sentience.
What is sentience, Jacko? What is sentience?
Can you just...
Oh, you're so immature, and it's really frustrating. Okay, you're very frustrating. Yes. Look, I want you to come back down to reality with me, okay? You agreed that kicking a dog is immoral, right?
Because we've made a relationship with them.
That doesn't matter. What if I've made a relationship with a pig? Now you are immoral for stabbing pigs.
No, because that's only certain
Okay, well,
pigs.
I haven't made a relationship. Hey, Jacko, are you here to have a conversation, or are you here to try to dominate me? Because I'll move on. I only want to talk to someone who wants to have a conversation. And you're just honestly being a bit of an ass. Do you want to have a conversation?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we're talking about animals and their sentience, their ability to suffer. That's what we're focused on. I don't care how intelligent someone is. I don't care who they're related to. That doesn't matter. What matters is someone having their own subjective experience of the world and suffering unnecessarily for your benefit. If you can avoid demanding someone's oppression, someone's exploitation, you should. Because if you were in their situation, you would want to be respected. So why
if I was a below creature, I don't believe they have the ability to understand what farms are.
What does that matter?
So
if I have a human that doesn't understand what farms are, is it okay that I imprison them and use them for my benefit?
Once again, I'm talking about human animals versus
non-human. I know, but you see, there's no difference between...
I don't care about
Jacko,
non-humans.
what you're saying when you say they're not in my group is the same as a racist, as a sexist, as a homophobe.
No, it's
you're saying... You're
really
taking, it is though, you're taking arbitrary traits from someone else, and you're saying because you don't have the same traits as me, or because you have this one difference, I don't care that you have the capacity to suffer. I don't care that you have the capacity to experience life. I don't care that you have your own preferences. I get the rights over your body. That's what you're saying. And you're going to say because they look different and they have different priorities. That's it.
Are you a pig? Do you go...
Of course not. But you and I are not the same either, Jacko. Jacko, are you seriously not going to listen?
Right, I will.
You're not listening. I'm frustrated. Ridiculous, guys. Like, I think it's very clear that we all agree we shouldn't cause animals unnecessary harm. It's pretty obvious. I think we all agree. If you saw someone kicking a dog on the street, or a cat, or a lizard, or a pet pig, or a companion wolf. Maybe they have a wolf companion. Okay, we haven't domesticated that specific, individual. Is it okay then to kick them? Like, your argument that we've developed this relationship means nothing. Nothing. It's about the individual's capacity, about them being able to experience life and avoiding harm. And you're not giving a good goddamn about their preferences. You just care about your taste pleasure, which is no more than just an entertainment of your tongue. So me giving you the example of kicking a dog, like, we've domesticated cows and pigs for the same amount of time, right? We've developed a relationship with them. They trust us. In fact, we've bred them so that they can't survive on their own. They're literally dependent on us. And we use that as an excuse to take their life? It's disgusting. You're like, oh, because they're enslaved, I have the right to take their life. Well, stop enslaving them. That's not right. That's immoral. Would you like to be enslaved? No. What if you didn't understand what enslavement was? Wouldn't you still want to be respected? Probably. I'm only going to be up here for another 45 minutes, though, guys, because I have something to do after this. So let's find someone reasonable to talk to. Antonio, please tell me you're over 18.
Shut the fuck up. Stop bringing
Sounds like you just pooped your brain. Matt, are you over 18?
Yes, I'm 24.
Okay. What morally justifies not being vegan?
Yeah, what morally justifies? There is great harm that comes from the ways that veganism would be carried out currently.
And what are those?
So, for example, you would choose products which are not, for example, like animal derived. So you wouldn't murder a cow or pay somebody to murder a cow or a pig, so on and so forth. Therefore, you would choose the other options, which are like, let's say, potatoes. Let's say what's it called? Just anything else, tomatoes, etc. Right? Those products necessitate the needs for means to grow them, which are toxic towards humans, verifiably so. Those humans would incur harm by the thousands. Some of them even die. Some of them even children.
Wait. You're saying people are
Therefore,
gonna
illegal.
hold on. You're saying people are gonna unalive from eating plants?
I'm saying pesticides can contaminate water sources. I'm saying pesticides can contaminate tools.
Okay, calm down. So, what do the animals eat?
Okay. What do the animals eat? Probably animal feed.
What's that
I don't know.
animal feed water? What's that animal feed watered with?
Like, if you want me to say like pesticides are bad things, then probably sure. I don't know what that means though.
So, you're getting more of those pesticides then because you're eating the animal that ate the pesticides?
Wait, sorry. Do you genuinely think that it's the same? Do you think that I get the same amount of like concentration after an animal processes the thing?
Yeah, I do.
Like, you do realize if that, hold on, sorry. You do realize if that were the case, I would be on steroids by default by eating like any cow ever. Because they are fed steroids to be way bigger than they usually would be, right?
mean,
And
we
so
are
I
having
would just be on
issues with
steroids
that.
like 24/7.
We are having issues with that. So,
Where?
there's issues with giving chemicals to these animals that are being ingested by humans, and they're seeing results from that. But that
Where?
doesn't even matter. Like, okay, let's step back
If there's
even
a study,
further.
just link me in the
Your
link file right now.
argument, I don't have a study, so I'll take it back.
Okay, I'll
But
dismiss
what
it.
I want to point out to you is that so far studies show the more plants we eat, the longer lived we are. So that's why I just don't really care about your argument. Your argument still doesn't go against
Okay,
science.
so there's
The Academy of
deaths that
Nutrition
are
and
not
Dietetics.
necessary that we're just having, and
the
that,
Academy
okay.
of Nutrition and
Miserable.
Dietetics makes it clear that a vegan diet is safe and healthy. You can get everything you need from a plant-based diet. You can even reverse some of our chronic ailments.
Okay, what does that even mean? That doesn't
So
have
this,
that doesn't pertain to the argument that I
this
gave at all.
argument that you're talking about with pesticides is silly. That there's
Like,
no
you
epidemic.
you do realize you're
You
preying
eat
on
plants,
vulnerable
don't you?
communities. Like, the
You know
people
you
that,
eat.
Sorry, just one second.
Oh my God. I just really can't believe this is your argument. Let's talk about you. Are you one of these vulnerable people? You can't eat plants? You just blow up?
Am I one of the vulnerable people that can't eat plants? You don't
Yeah.
even know who I'm talking about.
I'm
You
asking
never
you,
let me finish.
why are you not vegan? You're getting off topic.
Maybe you can actually let me finish and say who these vulnerable people are.
Are you
Maybe
one of
it's the
them?
people that are
Are you one
literally
of
living.
them? Because if you're not, you're tokenizing them. And it's gross.
I'm tokenizing the people that are not able to.
Well, most people can go vegan, and it's too bad you can't have a conversation. You're cowardly hiding behind some other group that probably can go vegan. But you speaking for them, I mean, you don't even know what they're going through. So how can you say that they're a population that can't go vegan? There are plenty of people that can eat plants, and this pesticide thing, we can grow veganically. We don't have to choose pesticides. B262. Are you over 18?
I'm 50.
Oops, sorry. Okay, I don't want you to turn your camera on. I saw that it was on for a second. All right, so what morally justifies you not being vegan?
Why do I have to morally justify anything?
I mean, why did you come up here then?
Because I like steak. Because I farm for a living.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're not really up here to have a reasonable conversation, you can have a good day.
Hello,
Hi, Kalki?
Kalki.
Kalki. Are you over 18?
Yes, I'm 21.
What year were you born?
2003.
Okay. What morally justifies you not being vegan?
Well, morally, I guess it depends on what moral framework you subscribe to.
I'm talking
Are
about
you a Christian?
your moral framework, not mine, yours.
Well, my moral framework does not consider it immoral to eat meat or to kill animals.
Does your moral framework consider it immoral to kick dogs?
Kick them?
Yeah, for fun.
Kick them for fun?
Yeah.
Immoral? I would say it's indicative of
Is it immoral in
the
your
sick
perspective
mind.
to kick a dog? I'm walking my dog down the street, and I just get so much fun out of kicking my dog. Am I a moral person in your eyes?
No, that's very sadistic in my opinion.
I agree. Why is it sadistic?
Well, because you're gaining pleasure from torturing the animal. That's the
I'm
definition
causing them
of sadism.
suffering. Yeah, I'm causing them suffering, exactly.
No. The definition is that you're gaining pleasure from causing them suffering.
Right, they're suffering, you're right.
I don't think you're listening.
Yeah, I don't think you're listening to what you're saying. I am getting pleasure, right? From what?
Mhm.
From what am I getting pleasure from?
From making them suffer.
From making them what?
Suffer, but
Oh,
you're
okay. So
you're
dogs.
obtusing the
So
other word.
dogs can suffer.
Of course.
So you agree that dogs can suffer?
Of course.
Okay, that's what I said, and you said no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm like, I know that you said why it's sadistic or whatever, but I'm asking you about the suffering of the dog. It's wrong because I'm getting pleasure from someone else's suffering. I agree. Okay, so if we care about their welfare, an animal, right? We care that we don't want to cause them unnecessary suffering. Then is there something that makes you think we need to use them for like food, clothing, or testing?
Well, for example, a cow. It offers us many things. Leather, bones, meat. It can feed many people, a cow.
But is that the only place we can get those things, or can we get those from other sources without using someone?
I think it's a very good source.
But that's not what I asked you. What did I ask you?
Theoretically, you could.
Right, so we can get everything we need from a cow. We can get that elsewhere. What does the cow want?
It's an inferior substitute, though.
What does the cow want?
To eat, to procreate.
How is it an inferior substitute?
What is superior to beef?
You tell me.
Beans, for sure.
No, these are completely not unrelated.
No, I'm pretty sure they're related.
Not even close.
I'm pretty sure you can get all the health nutrition you need from a completely plant-based diet. You don't have to cause harm to animals. You don't have to eat them. That is a choice.
It's a respectable choice, in my opinion.
It's not anti-Christian to be vegan. Sorry, that wasn't against you. That's someone in the chat. I was commenting to someone in the chat.
I'm not a Christian anyway.
Okay, that's fine. So why is beef so superior to everything else? You tell me.
Well, the nutritional factors to beef.
Okay, and
this is uncompared.
what is so much more nutritional that you can get from beef that you can't get from plant-based products?
Protein, creatine, vitamins.
Oh, you can't get protein from plants? Huh. You actually can.
They're inferior substitutes.
It is not an inferior substitute. It's the exact same thing. Protein is
Because
protein.
one
Wherever
beef-
you get it from.
One serving of beef has so much.
Okay, but you can also get a serving of a plant and receive the same amount of protein.
What plant?
Girl, you
Eat
gotta
'em.
help me out on
I was going to
this.
say you can just eat a mix of foods. So the thing is, if you want to be healthy and vegan, you can look up resources. Right here above me is nutritionfacts.org, and you can look at, they compare animal protein to plant protein. And it's like Kelly says, protein is protein. As long as you get your total needed calories in a day, you're going to get enough protein. And if you need more protein, you can see that there are many, many vegan bodybuilders. And you can go look up one of them. There's
Too
let's
bad
break it
Chip's
down.
not here.
Brian Turner is a great example. That Chip guy is another great example. Patrick Baboumian, if you want to see, like, he was a strongman. I can't think of another. The herbivore henchman herbivore. He's another great. He actually coaches. So does Brian Turner. They both coach, so they'll tell you about what they eat and help you work out, so you get just as ripped as they are. They're massive. So now that we all know that you can get everything you need from a plant-based diet, what morally justifies using someone without their consent?
Well, first of all, I haven't yet been convinced that you can get.
I mean, you don't need to be convinced by me. I'm not a doctor or nutritionist, so if that's really what's holding you back, I genuinely want you to go watch or go look up nutritionfacts.org. They make videos about the studies, and you can even go read the studies yourself. And they actually have what's called the Vegan Daily Dozen, and it's a really easy science-backed. Yeah, nutritionfacts.org. And they have what's called the Vegan Daily Dozen, so that you know it's just an easy checklist to get everything you want in a day. And
My ad blocker doesn't allow me to go to the site.
Okay, well, you can look up Nutrition Facts on YouTube. They also put their videos there. Anyway, so you can also look up the Vegan Daily Dozen on YouTube. It just breaks it down what it is. Like I said, it's a checklist. It's it's like 3 servings of beans a day, 3 servings of fruit, I think 5 servings of veggies, different types of veggies. It's really not that hard. It's pretty easy.
Oh, it's this guy. I know this guy.
Dr. Gregor's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not just him. It's a team. He's just kind of the face of it. They don't.
Not a very healthy-looking individual.
I mean, all those guys that are like ripped and doing carnivore, you should probably look at their hearts. It sounds like a lot of them are having issues and diarrhea and bad breath and bad body odor. And I mean, you can get ripped.
Yeah,
like I said, look up,
steroids.
type in Brian Turner.
Brian Turner.
Brian Turner.
Businessman.
No, it should be a bodybuilder. All right, then Patrick Baboumian.
Alright, let me examine. Okay, this guy. First of all, like, these guys are definitely enhanced.
Okay, look, if you're not really going to have an honest conversation, then we'll just move on. Okay?
No, I'm not. I'm serious.
The point is, you can go read the science, okay? I can't sit here and argue with you about studies. I'm not the professional. You can go read the studies here, okay? You can go talk to Brian Turner, that last guy. You can go talk to him directly. Look up
Oh,
Brian
where does he
Turner,
live?
vegan bodybuilder. But I'm not going to sit here with you and hold your hand. I'm here to talk about the ethics. And you're very hung up about whether or not you can get all
Okay,
your
let me break it
protein.
down then. Okay, let me break it down. I am against the factory
Why?
farming. It's just very dysgenic and very ugly, very inhumane
Do you know why it exists?
to feed mass people.
Right. It
See,
actually brings down the resource cost of animals. It reduces its land footprint, reduces how much water they take because the animals grow faster and bigger. In fact, they're finding new ways to make them grow even faster so they can kill them or unalive them, sorry, TikTok, unalive them even younger.
ideally, we would have small farms operating these
So
animal
these
farms.
small farms take longer for the animal to get bigger, take more resources, more land, more water, because the
That's
animal
fine.
takes longer. Do you not understand where our climate is right now? So right now, including factory farming, to be able to feed everyone with animal products, we dedicate 83% of our current agricultural land to just raising animals and their food. We could ditch animal agriculture and only use 25% of our current ag land and feed over our current population. We're only at 8 billion right now. We could feed 10 billion people a varied diet that's closer to wherever they live based off of, their local fauna.
Let me just say that I'm against this vision for the future. I think we should have
You're
less
against
people.
a greener world? We could rewild 75% of our ag land. We could have
We have to
more
have
room
less
for
people.
people to live. We could give land back to original stewards. Let animals flourish in the wildlands. They won't affect our farmlands for human food.
Sure, but
Why would you not want that?
we should achieve that by having less people.
Wow. Well, you just have a great day. Like, gross. How dare you promote such a theory when you're not even willing to listen to your own theory? Gross. Drink the punch much?
Yeah.
Gross. He wants to eliminate humans. Like, how, if you can't even understand human rights, how are we ever going to get to understanding animal rights?
Exactly.
That's crazy. Hey, Hannah, how you doing?
Yo, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
tight.
Awesome. How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm actually, don't worry, I'm not distracted. I'm driving home. I'm stuck in traffic.
Oh, I can't have you up here actually because you said TikTok will actually kick my live. But if you want, you can drop down and come back like in a little bit. I just don't want to.
Okay.
They might because you said you're driving. They might pull down my live.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I got it.
I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to. I kicked you, but yeah, they safety first, exactly. And even if you are safe, it could be also that it encourages other people. So we don't want anyone to be unsafe.
I just have to say, I just had the best vegan ramen ever. Like, literally, it tasted, and I double checked, it's certified vegan. It said on the back because I was like, there's no way. And it tasted so good. It was just like regular chicken ramen, like legit. And it's like 37 cents per pack.
Oh, wow.
So I'm
That's
so
hella
excited
cheap.
about that.
Yeah, that is hella cheap.
Yeah.
I might have to look for that. I do love ramen, and I have
I'm
seen
not
some on the
vegan.
shelves.
How dare you say that? Why you say I'm not vegan?
I mean, there's gonna be haters. I just ignore them. I mean, you can respond to them if you want, but
I'm just curious what the basis of it is because they know nothing about my life. So
sometimes they just say things because they want attention, and whatever. It's fine.
I'm just Rick Ross. I'm just newly vegan. Like I just went vegan like maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
So that's how I
she
know
came to the
because
dark side.
I because I've had real chicken ramen all the time. So I can't wait to try the beef. That should be good.
Yeah, so let us know what you think, and you should send me tell us what is the brand. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Oh shoot, I'll run to my kitchen.
I'm sorry, I put you in a pinch. I don't
Oh, it's
always
okay.
remember the brands either. I'm like, I don't remember what I just purchased.
My apartment's not that big. It is, well, where's my other one? Oh. It just says Chicken Ramen Express by Chef Wu.
Nice.
It said vegetarian on the front, but I flipped it over, and it's certified vegan by the
Nice.
American Vegetarian Association. And it's kosher.
Yes.
So, you know.
Yes. Actually, vegan is always kosher and halal, except for alcohol.
Interesting.
Yeah. But win for the ramen. Yeah.
Vegan diets are not even sustainable for low-income people, especially in other countries. Well, I can understand that in other countries, but we're kind of just talking about.
Well, actually,
Generally.
funny thing about other countries, a lot of poorer nations actually rely more on like beans and starches and plants because animal products require so many plant inputs. So unless their country is focused on growing grains for animals, they typically don't have a lot of access to animal products and will rely heavily on plant-based products. So.
And for low-income people, I'm a low-income people, so I only make enough to pay my rent and utilities and bills, and then I have like $100 left over. How is that going to feed me for the rest of the month? You tell me, because I'm making it happen.
All right, now that you're not driving.
I'm also a low income person, just FYI.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. Hannah, I might mute you though, just because you do still have a background noise in between guests. But I'm glad you're back. All right.
No problem.
Awesome. And then I'm gonna bring up the next guest. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. Hey Taylor, are you over 18?
Why would you come on here?
I am.
Not coming on yet.
Oh, that's too much. That's too much noise. Are you gonna be on the phone the whole time? Okay, we'll just move on. Pump. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay. What morally justifies you not being vegan?
Steak is pretty damn good.
Okay. But does taste pleasure justify violating someone's autonomy?
I mean, if it's an animal, I don't really give a damn.
All right. So what morally justifies the difference in treatment?
Probably the fact that, like, it can't say, like, oh, please don't unalive me, please, please. Like, the fact that it's not talking to me and I don't feel bad.
Okay, so can I turn human babies into bacon?
No, that's diabolical. You'd go to jail for that.
But babies can't say, don't turn me into bacon.
Yeah, but it will be able to say that.
Oh, not these babies. These babies are actually bred. They won't live past like age 8. And they have
Okay, but that's cannibalism.
they have the mentality of the animals we use. Is it moral then?
No, it's cannibalism.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with cannibalism? I mean, you make a good argument.
Can I offer you an answer?
Go ahead.
Is it that we know that individual, that baby, is still having a subjective experience and has the capacity to suffer?
Interesting.
Does that maybe come into play? We consider that baby is innocent and doesn't really understand why harm is becoming or is happening to them.
Right.
And that's not
well,
fair.
I mean, the thing is, with factory farming, though, don't we use like a little like nail rod thing to just put them out their misery?
It's actually pretty standard practice. It's actually standard practice on both large and small farms.
And the worst part is it's not always effective the first hit. Sometimes they have to do more hits, which is causing more pain and more suffering, which is what makes it really bad.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, though, like, we're as human beings, like, we still like go to war and stuff and unalive each other.
Yeah.
So
But
like,
we don't find that moral, right?
yeah, we don't find that moral, but we're also like flawed by nature, right?
But I mean, shouldn't we, like, here's an example. Shouldn't we always try to do better? And by that I mean, like, I assume, and I'm just going to ask, but don't be offended. I'm just trying to make a point. Do you consider yourself racist?
Honest answer or politically correct answer?
Honest answer. You can
I
say
mean,
you are. if you
whenever
are.
I approach like a group of like African Americans that are sagging their pants, I do get a little anxious.
I'm sorry. I can't handle that. No.
I think that dude was just trolling.
I think so too. I don't know what to say about that. Oh God, echo. Sorry. Yeah, I think he was trolling too. Kelly, I'll be honest with you. I really don't want to talk to someone if they're racist and he says I don't want to talk to him. Because, I mean,
get that.
Yeah.
I just wanted it on people to be honest. That's what I want.
Sure, of course I want him to be honest, but if his honest answer is yes, I'm racist, like you gotta go. You gotta go fix that. Go fix that. That's not okay. That's gross, man. We're all people.
Doesn't help the vegan fight, really.
Yeah. So the whole reason why racism and speciesism is immoral is, as I just said, we're all having a subjective experience. We all have our own preferences. We all have this interest in continuing to live. We all share this idea that we want our consent considered, right? We don't want things done to us without our consideration, without our preferences and our interests considered. Ugh. Gross. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring up another individual.
But we do want to know, Kellen. That's the point.
What did you say?
You said don't want to know, don't ask.
So the reason why I ask is because typically a sensible human being will say, of course, I don't think you should judge another human based off of their skin color, because we know that no matter our skin color, we want to be respected. Doesn't matter. Like, we're all sentient beings. We have our own preferences, our own wants. It's just gross to think that a group of people is lesser.
If someone doesn't care about human beings, they're probably not going to care about animals either, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Master Blaster. Are you over 18?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What morally justifies you not being vegan?
It's the hierarchy. We need it. It's a source of protein stuff. We got to have it. And
it's a hierarchy? What hierarchy?
Yeah, I mean, well, like, obviously, I should say socially acceptable meat, right? So, like, you go somewhere like Pakistan or something like that, horse is acceptable, right?
What does hierarchy mean, though?
Well, we're above it, right? So we're intellectually smart enough to understand that.
I want to clarify. When you say we're above them, and this is your moral justification, because that's what I asked you. Your moral justification is we're above them, so therefore might makes right.
Yeah. So it's basically like how they started teaching you in kindergarten, right?
Okay.
So they were like, hey,
hold on a second. So I just want to be clear, though. You just said yes to might makes right is a moral way to go. I just want to make sure we're clear before you move on. Might makes right is moral. That's what you're saying?
I got muted there. I don't know why it muted me. But anyway, like I was saying, like in this.
So I need you to just clarify. Does might? What is that sound? So I need you to just clarify. Woo, buddy, you have an echo. We're gonna move on. I'm sorry. Also, might makes right is not moral. If someone was bigger and stronger than you, I'm sure you would agree that it's not moral that they do what they want to you just because they can. Silly. Malamusa? Hey, are you over 18?
Yes.
What year were you born?
98.
What morally justifies you not being vegan?
Before I answer that, can I ask you a question?
No, I need you to answer my question first.
Got you. Most animals that we eat aren't conscious. They're only sentient.
Do you have
And you know
evidence
that
of this?
most plants, I mean, are scientifically proven.
Do you have the name of the study? Because I can give you counter evidence right now.
You could prove that multiple. Could you define the difference between consciousness and sense?
So there's the Declaration of Consciousness by Cambridge and the New York Declaration of Consciousness. They both go over thousands of studies looking at animals and why they are conscious and sentient. But we're just talking about an individual that can have experiences, subjective experiences, weigh them out and make preferences. Prefer to be comfortable, avoiding harm, want to continue to live and care what happens to them.
But even in that, when you like research what consciousness is, it implies that there's a critical thinking element, right?
No.
So like an elephant is conscious. I
No,
mean,
you're
it
thinking
is. It's
sapience.
the definition.
You're thinking sapience. I mean, elephants are conscious, but sapience is like thinking about thoughts. Sentience is just experiencing the world.
No, sentience is experiencing the world. Like plants
That's
are
what I
sentient,
just said.
right?
I
They
just said that.
respond-
I just
No,
said that.
you said sapience.
I said
I said
sapience
sentient.
listen to me. Sapience is thinking about thoughts. Sentience is just experiencing. That's what I said.
Yeah. So, you know, plants are sentient too.
They are not.
Respond to light.
Go look up the article
They are.
debunking. Go look up the article debunking a myth, plant consciousness. They are not sentient. That goes
But
over the last
sentient
50
and
years of
consciousness
studies. They
are
are not sentient. So you're telling
I'm
me
saying-
that when you cross on grass, you cry for every blade of grass? You call
that's
out
not what I'm
abusers,
saying.
people kicking trees? What if someone was kicking
No.
a dog? Are you going to have a different reaction?
Well,
Exactly. Plants
far
are not
as what? Between
sentient.
the plants?
Dogs are. Animals are. You're being silly when you bring up
can-
plant
no, no, no.
sentience.
you don't.
Mally,
go look it
you're
up on
telling me.
ChatGPT.
No, wait.
Sentience-
I
hold
want
on.
you to
Let me
hush
just
up,
say-
hush up, hush up, hush up. You're telling me, you are telling me that you respect plants so much more than animals that you are going to consider the welfare and the preferences of plants over animals? Are you serious? You serious?
You muted me, so I had to unmute
I
myself.
did mute you.
That's not.
You are
Hold on.
saying that
That's
we
not
need to
what I'm saying.
consider plants morally, and I'm telling you that's silly because your
No.
animals, the animals you use, guess what they eat? Your plant
That's not
friends.
what I'm saying.
Your sentient plant
What I'm
friends.
saying is,
So I need
if
you
you
to
look-
understand then, and then I'll let you talk, because you're still going to defend it, and I can't believe it. So if you're so worried about plant sentience, then you should still be vegan, as the animals you use eat pounds of plants, way more than a person in a day. And we feed 92.2 billion of these individuals that are just on the land. This is not including farmed fish, okay? We're feeding 92.2 billion animals plants, your sentient plant friends. So do you want to continue defending that plants are sentient for you to continue to use animals?
I wasn't defending the position that we shouldn't eat plants over animals. What I'm
Then
saying
why
is,
bother bringing up
Hold
plant
on.
sentience?
because what I'm saying is plants experience pain, they experience life, right?
Does
You
someone
can
else
look it
want to
up.
talk to him? He sounds to me like he's just echoing himself.
You
I mean,
can-
what studies do you
No,
have,
keep trying to
Mally?
deny that point.
What studies do you have?
And why are you
You
so
can
hung
look
up
it up.
on
I don't
this?
have them on hand. I'm sitting on TikTok right now. I'm not in front of a computer on Google.
Okay, great. Yeah, she just
Unmute
gave you
yourself, shorty.
3
I can't hear you.
studies. So why would you come up here trying to have a conversation about this if you don't have any sources?
The sources exist. I just don't have them readily on hand because I was just scrolling through TikTok when I seen this live. It's not like
Okay.
I prepared myself to hop on here. I just
Right.
hopped on and decided
Well,
we could
if
have
you
a
don't have any
conversation.
sources, you can come back, but we're not just going to take your word for it. Right? That's not how that works.
You can easily look it up. Sentience is a life
My
experiencing
friend, we
something.
have looked it up.
So
That's why we're having this conversation. You can bring studies or you can leave.
Yeah, that's the problem. When we look it up, it shows us that plants are not sentient, so we don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
Are you out of the app? That's why.
It's just when you look, damn it, let me go back to the art.
If you leave the app, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm trying to find this article, but
Oh, okay.
I see it, but then I keep forgetting the name of the thing. But now just let me talk for a minute here, okay? And I'm gonna stay on the sentience thing, and then I'm gonna get right off it just to say the point here. Sentience is when a living being can experience light. So, for instance, a plant following the sun is sentience. If you twist a plant and you bruise the plant, it experiences that. Now, I'm not saying it has the
What does this have
cognition
to do with
or
your choices
consciousness.
and not being vegan?
Well, I'm just saying if we're going to say that eating one being is wrong and the
So
other
it is
not.
about, wait, you literally, oh my God, dude. Oh my
No,
God.
you
I
said
li-
that
no,
my
no, 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 no,
argument
no,
was-
no, 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 no. I said you were going to put them on the same plane, that plants feel just as much as animals. What did I even tell you? Did you just sit here batting your eyes like a bullfrog in a snowstorm? Or did you actually listen to what I say?
You
What
said
did
that
I
I was going to
say?
make the argument that it's more moral to eat animals based off the fact that plants were sentient. That's
Okay,
not
so
the
it's
argument
the
I'm making.
same? It's the same?
To me, yes, because I'm going to eat
So
both.
what did I tell you then? What do the animals you
No.
use, what do they eat?
But again, you
What do
said
they
that my
eat,
argument
Mally?
was going
What
to
do they eat?
they eat plants.
Whoa. Whoa. Do they eat more plants than a person?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They
So
also
in your
provide a lot
opinion,
more.
you're causing much more harm to more sentient beings. Do you think that's moral?
I already said I didn't care about that.
Then
But
why
what
are
I'm
you
saying
up
is-
here bringing up this pointless argument when you know that you're just causing the most amount of harm, even in your own opinion?
But
For
let me ask you
pleasure.
this:
For pleasure.
Do you think that we should? Do you think we should kill off the lions because they eat
No.
other animals?
I don't think you're a lion,
Why not?
Mally. I don't think you're a
Well, let
lion.
me-
Do you know
well,
the difference
first of all,
between moral agents and moral patients? Moral patients
No,
are
not
like you.
necessarily.
Moral patients are like you and me. They weigh out what's right and wrong, right? We know when we see something right or wrong, we can weigh out the situation. Animals may be capable of this, but most of them are surviving in a fight or flight mode or some harsh environment. They're just doing what they were taught and whatever has kept them alive so far. There are many animals that have not been in fight or flight mode, and they don't, just jump on violence. They're doing this for survival.
When dolphins kill fish, they'll actually rape the fish sometimes.
Yeah, again, they are moral patients. They're not moral agents like you and I. Yes, we do have you and I. It's not really that it's human because we have humans that are not moral agents, but it's that we have this capability to understand what's right and wrong. And because we're able to do that, we have a moral obligation to act on what we think is right and avoid what we think is wrong.
What makes you believe we have a moral obligation?
Do you think it's wrong to be racist?
Yes.
Right, I agree. But can you eliminate all racism in the world?
I mean, you could, but you'd have to go through some extreme means to do that.
I mean, there's really no way to eliminate all racism unless you can control everyone's thoughts, right? It's about a principled thing. It's that I don't want to support the oppression or the discrimination of an individual based off of random traits. I recognize someone has the capacity to suffer, the ability to have their own experience. If I don't need to use them, I will avoid harming them if I can. It's that simple.
I mean, I feel you there. What's your opinion on like recreational fishing? You would believe that's wrong too?
I mean, yeah, I would think it'd be equally as wrong if someone was to randomly take a dog and dunk them in the water for a few seconds. It's just as bad for the fish.
I mean, the fish is perfectly healthy afterwards, unless there's certain
Many of
circumstances in
them
which they're
suffer from stress.
No.
Yeah.
As someone who grew up fishing, I grew up fishing with my dad all the time. And sure, sometimes the fish do swim away and they're all right. But I can't tell you how many times a fish would like swallow the hook and then you would have to either like cut the line or it would like rip out its guts or it would just die from the stress of being pulled up. Like, no, like the fish do get harmed.
In all my time fishing, I've only accidentally killed 2 fish. Killing a fish on accident is a lack of skill. But I don't want to stay on this topic. I mean, you already
It
answered the
doesn't matter
question.
like what gives you the right to hook someone and pull them from their habitat. Like, why do you have to? That's fun to you? Like, why is that fun?
I mean, the fish fight.
How would you like it if someone did it to
So it's
you?
pretty fun.
What?
What if someone came up and grabbed it? I mean, isn't that what's going on in America nowadays right now? They're running around
You're
attacking people
losing
with assault
service.
weapons and masks.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. Hold on.
It sounds better.
How's this?
It's good.
How much of that last point did you hear?
We didn't hear it.
Okay, gotcha. So I was saying, isn't that pretty much the equivalent of what's going on right now with them running around with masks and assault rifles, grabbing people off the streets?
Is that right?
It's not right. But
Okay,
I
great.
feel I
So
would
that goes
feel,
back to my question. How would you like it if someone did that to you?
and my point stands that they're doing it. So it's not
No,
necessarily a
You're
fact
not
of
you're not
do I like it or
answering.
not.
You're not answering. How would you like it if someone were to do that to you?
I guess I wouldn't like it very much.
Okay, great. So why would the fish be okay with it then? Because they have feelings just like we do.
Then
Of course, I'm not saying that they're on the same cognitive level as us, right? Because that's what everyone thinks. Oh, they don't feel like we do. No, they still have feelings and they still feel pain, right?
I wouldn't agree that they have feelings, but I do believe they have pain receptors. I would agree with that.
They have super sensitive nerve endings in their mouths. So even if the fish does swim away, like quote unquote, fine and unharmed, you still put a hook in its mouth. Like, you think that that doesn't hurt it?
I just agreed that they do have pain receptors in their mouths.
Okay.
Then why are you trying to justify it?
I mean, again, I don't believe. Now, I know we disagreed on this. I don't believe a fish is conscious and cognitive.
What
If
does
so, why would
conscious? You're using a lot of different terms and it doesn't
these
sound
are
like you understand the difference.
these are
What?
Googleable terms you can look up. Consciousness is the ability to experience a thought outside of what's actually real. So a
That's not what
imaginary thought.
consciousness is.
Even so, you're using that as a backup to say why it's okay to hurt the fish?
So if the fish was so hurt, why did he bite it the second time?
Because no,
I'm just saying,
I'm just
like,
gonna
if
mute
we're
myself.
gonna,
No, you're great, Kelly. No, why does it matter the intelligence of the individual? Just because
Yeah,
someone was
that's what I was
tricked
getting at.
doesn't mean that it's moral for you to keep tricking them.
It thinks it's eating a fly or a bug when really it's a hook in its mouth.
I mean, I fish with plastic, so
Okay, well then it's
chasing
biting the plastic. It's they're fish. They're not on the same cognitive level. Like I think Ciara said or Hannah, I forget
Yeah,
which one of you guys said. They're not on the same
exactly.
cognitive level. We're not saying they're these super smart creatures, but to some extent, you know, they're gonna swim around and live their lives, and they're looking for food. Fish are greedy.
Right, they're just trying to survive just like we are. And there's a difference between all these terms you're using. There's a difference
there
between
is.
consciousness. Hold on. There's a difference between consciousness. There's a difference between cognitive abilities, a difference between sentience and sapience.
And that's why I use each term differently.
No, you didn't. You said, I don't think fish are conscious or cognitive beings, which
Because I
those
don't
are
believe
two
that
separate
I
things.
don't believe that they're either of those two, is why I said either or.
Well, that would be incorrect because fish are conscious. Sentient beings are conscious.
Can you look up the definition of sentience and read it to me right now?
If you want to,
It's the
vegan
ability. It's the
sorry.
ability to feel feelings.
Now, can you look up the definition of consciousness and read it to me right now?
The state of being aware of yourself and your environment.
Do you believe fish have the ability to recognize themselves?
I think that fish have the ability to experience life and make preferences and avoid harm, and that's all that matters.
But that's not what
That's
that definition you just
consciousness.
read said.
No, but actually, you should look up consciousness tests in fish because many fish are actually, and you're talking about self-awareness. Many fish are actually self-aware.
That's
They're
true.
more
That's true.
intelligent than you would think.
And you can see that just on a
Some fish,
documentary about animals.
Some fish even take care of their babies. Like they watch over them.
In their
But again,
mouth.
it's gonna
Sorry, I just had to add that. They have all of them swim right back into their mouths, and that's their hiding spot. I couldn't imagine doing that for my baby. If I had
but that's
one.
also on a species by species basis.
The point is that they have varying different abilities, right? Just like humans. What matters is that they are having their own subjective experience and that they have, the ability to suffer. They want to avoid that. And if they can suffer, and you can avoid causing that, you should. That's it.
Now, I'm not going to hog up too much time here, but I got one more question. I know you asked the last person what they think about war. Do you believe that there are no justified wars?
I didn't ask them about war.
You did. You asked.
No,
it was
they
either
were
the guy
bringing.
before or two guys ago.
No, I never asked about war.
The other guy just brought it up
Yeah.
as like a moral thing.
But we don't find fighting other countries moral, right? It's horrible.
I think it would depend on the premise. I mean, would you agree that during World War II, we did the
I still
justified
think so.
thing in
There's
fighting?
difference between justified and moral. It's still immoral to take life. That was all immoral. The whole thing.
Even if that life exists solely to destroy
I just
another
said there's
life?
a difference between justification, right, and morality.
But I'm saying
You
even-
can in a survival situation, I may cross my principles to survive. Yes. So there are times when you could say, I don't know if violence is one of those words you can't say. Violence, I don't know. Is
My bad, I didn't know there was words you couldn't say.
well, you never know what words they are. But anyway, my point is, it's not that it's like this hard line. It's more like, it's just like your neighbor, right? If your neighbor came and attacked you and the only way you could protect yourself was to unalive them, I mean, that's justified, right? But still immoral because someone lost their life. But it's justified because you were defending yourself. Does that make sense?
I would disagree to a degree. So, like,
That's
if
why
someone tries to
morality and
rob-
justified are not the same thing.
They're not.
I could justify unaliving a human baby in order for me to stay alive, right? It's not moral though. It's not moral to unalive babies.
So, I think even with this moral and justified thing, right? Like, if someone came into my house and I shot them, I'd be justified. That's definitely a moral.
I mean, it depends on the
Right, I wouldn't-
situation. I don't want to be blanket about that, but if someone is in your space and causing, you a threat, then yeah, you can defend yourself.
And now, if I'm being actively attacked, or let's say it's not even me.
Okay,
Let's say-
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because veganism isn't against self-defense, and that seems to be what you're asking.
Well, I'm going to the next point here, which is what I'm trying to get to. Let's
We
say
just
covered it.
said if someone's attacking me, like this, you're asking about
that was the
self-defense.
justified point. I'm trying to get around to the morality side of things. So again, when we double back to World War II, right? Again, when we double back. Oh, my fault. I heard the echo. I thought somebody else was trying to talk. When we double back to World War II, do you think that was immoral to go after him?
Has nothing to do with your choices on being vegan. You just need to go to the grocery store and move your hand, okay? This has nothing to do with veganism, and I really don't want to talk about it anymore. It's just a huge distraction, and I have to leave soon.
It's so irrelevant. Like, why are you talking about war?
I have to leave.
It's the continuation of the point of justification and morality. If we're going to say that,
But we're
killing
focusing
animals
on
is
the
justified,
animals,
but not
okay? I'm
moral.
saying it is not moral or justified. It is neither for you to use animals. But unfortunately, I do have to end it here because I have to go to a thing after this, and I'm already going to be late.
And you could
So
argue it's more, but it is justified. So
it
No,
is
it's not
neither.
justified at
It
all.
is neither. For you, Mally, if you have access to a grocery store or farmer's market, you have choices. But we're going to move on. And if you want to come back next week, I will absolutely have you up next week and we can continue where we left off. I just have to go. I'm really sorry, guys, to end
Everyone go watch
so
Dominion
abruptly.
and Dairy is Scary.
Please, yes, everyone go check out these resources. Please take a screenshot. The Dominion and Dairy Scary, both on YouTube, free, nutritionfacts.org, all the information also on YouTube if you want. And the Vegan Daily Dozen is just an easy way to get everything you need in a day. Please follow all the vegans in my panel. These are all fantastic advocates. You can ask them questions, catch them when they're live. Yeah, definitely go follow them. They're amazing people. Do you guys want to say any last words?
No, go to your thing, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I really appreciate you guys all being here, though. Really, your backup just means the world to me. Thank you. So appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you all. Okay. Everyone, have a great vegan day. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later.